asking Lena my first question, which is around the fact that when we work with many family foundations, Lena, what we find is that the foundations typically tend to get funded by money that is fairly sporadic from the family. Whereas what you've done at Raintree has actually been to put together a corpus which is far more sustainable for long-term giving. Would love to understand from you what prompted you to use this structure in your philanthropic giving, and also to understand a bit about your own journey so far in this space. So with that, Lena, a warm welcome.
Thank you, Soumya, and thank you so much for having us here today for a chat. I think, in terms of my personal journey, I did want to give back to society, but I'm a business person at heart, and I cannot at any point of time really separate that logical, analytical business head from anything that I do. And, even as a philanthropist, I think I'm a business person first. And so, from that point of view, when we decided to look at our giving, the first thing to question was whether we were giving as corporates or whether we were giving as individuals. And I think this Raintree Foundation and everything that we do, some other causes that we support via grants, are our individual philanthropy and not to be mistaken with what we may do as a corporate entity, right? And so when that happened, it meant that we were giving out of our personal portfolios and not as CSR, which could be up and down every year, right? So I mean, as with any long-term planning, whether you're planning for children's education or you're planning to buy a home or any such thing, any long-term funding and any long-term spending needs some amount of planning. We wanted to make a solid commitment, whatever it was, even if it was charana worth, we wanted it to be real, we wanted it to be sustained, we wanted it to be beating inflation year in, year out, over decades together. So from that point of view, we started looking at our portfolio and seeing what could we do to, kind of put aside a certain chunk of capital, which would be more moderate in its return, but much more stable, so that, tomorrow when we make a promise to our beneficiaries, or to the causes that we are working on, saying we will give you the charana worth, we don't throw up our hands and say, oh, 2008 happened, sorry, can you wait 3 years? We didn't want to do that, because I don't think that's the kind of philanthropy we want to do. We want it to be sustained, solid, and very real, and keeping, growing at all times. So that meant that we had to talk as a family on causes that we agreed to, because, while I may be older and more stable in my views, 2 3 years ago, when we were having these early discussions, both Abha and Vivek were there in their early 20s, and we all know that somebody in their early 20s and is a lifetime apart from somebody in their early 30s. So it was a very short 10 years before they would be completely new people with new sensibilities, new risk appetites, new areas they wanted to work in. It became very important, given the young ages, that we come to a common formula on what we could agree to for 20 30 years. Because once we decide to pool together, and all of us will be in 10 years' time leading our own separate lives, it meant it needed to be a very strong common thread. And which is where our internal discussions, facilitated by outside agencies, philanthropic agencies, and consultants, brought us to the fact that we all are thinking about the environment from our own angle, but all coming back to the environment and climate change very, very strongly. And the fact that mental health and disability, and the inclusion spectrum, if you want to put it in a broader sense, is very important to us. And therefore, we came to not only designing a portfolio to take care of the next 10 years funding, but we also came to the causes that we are going to work with and going to stay with them for another 10 to 15 years at least. 2 3 years down the line, we've not felt the change to need to change any of the planning, whether it's on the funding side or it's on the quality or the quantity of the work we do. So I think we are in a good place in the early years as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, back to you, Soumya. I
Uh,
hope that answered your question.
it does, Lena, because I think what we're also seeing right now with COVID is for a lot of philanthropists to, in some ways, to kind of divert their funding at this point of time to COVID. Whereas what happens to some of the core requirements in terms of what you're supporting for the longer period in other areas which might be suffering because of this sudden change that we've seen. So, to that extent, I think the fact that the family is looking at having that longer term view in terms of the projects that you support and otherwise, I think is fantastic.